No idea what's behind these doors.
Hi, you can find Miss Marie in her office.
Mr. Russell, I'm glad you made it up here. Please, close the door for me. I hope you had time to see a bit of what we're doing here. I wanted you to see it firsthand. There is so much prejudice out there regarding our mission. The best way to break it is to talk face to face, to be open about everything.
I agree. But are you open with all projects?
We are a private company, Mr. Russell. I do have a few investors to please. So, no. We can't disclose everything we're working on. Some things need to mature first. I'm sure you of all people understand. And talking about this, let me be blunt. Has the TSB reached you already? I heard they're meddling with academics as well.
Thankfully, not yet.
Oh, that is good to hear. But still, regulations must be a burden, especially on brain scanning and AI development.
Yes. I probably lost a month of work getting everything to comply, but I'm supposedly fully legal now.
Supposedly. I know what you mean. They can always find something.
If you do everything by the book, there's nothing to hide.
I like your moral sense, Mr. Russell. But I'm afraid these people will disappoint you sooner than later. I do hope I am mistaken, of course. Mr. Russell, let me cut to the chase. I admire your research, and you face the same challenges we do, but on a different scale. We think a partnership would be very beneficial.
A partnership? You mean a job? Here at GoAT?
A job? No. A partnership. We're offering a very unique position here. A chance to direct your own projects, very generous resources, and the power and freedom any smart scientist would ever want. Think of the other benefits. We're a tech company with no connections to the pharmaceutical industry. I know that you already challenge their status quo and the effectiveness of their drugs. We can protect you from them and make your research widely known. The benefits of working together are limitless.
And in return?
Two things. One is the sheer value of your expertise in the AI field, and the other is political support. A well-respected academic like you that has always been outside of the corporate world. That is what the public needs to see.
So, I would be a political asset, and in exchange you would give me resources.
That would be a cold way of viewing it. The warm way, which is how I'd like to think about it, is that together we can make the world a better place. Great minds like us need to unite and work together. And this is the place where you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Unless the TSB gets in the way.
Politics is the other part of the equation. The biggest part, probably. When the time comes, Everything will come down to ideology. I want you to be on the right side, unless you think the TSB will avoid the upcoming problems by simply putting a lifetime brake on every possible development.
We need a little risk if we're going to progress.
That's the answer I wanted to hear, Mr. Russell. The way I see it, regulation is supposedly what keeps us safe from the dark side of technology. But regulation isn't the problem. The problem is who creates those laws, and why. Given the current state of affairs, I don't trust the government's intentions. The law reacts, and it's always late. I understand they want to get ahead. The stakes are too high. A single mistake could cost the world everything. But they don't seem to be in the prevention business. They just want control. And God knows what they could do with what we create. They have their own agenda. So yes, regulation could be good, on paper. But in my opinion, that is not what's going on here. Besides, politicians, philosophers, intellectuals, they all had their chance. And they left us a world so advanced on one hand, and almost dead on the other. So yes, I don't appreciate them breathing down my neck while we try to fix their mess. Anyway, Mr. Russell, I don't want to keep you here for too long. And of course, you don't have to answer now. But I should tell you that given your opinions, I have no doubt that joining us would be the wise decision.
I appreciate the invitation, Miss Chu, but please give me a few days to think about it.
Of course, there is no rush. We're more than happy to wait for someone like you. David will send you more details, and we should have dinner soon to discuss everything further. And now, I'm afraid I have to get back to my work. Sadly, the world doesn't really stop getting warmer on Sundays. Thank you for coming, Mr. Russell. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And expect a call soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
I saw the news. I'm sorry to hear about your VP.
Yes, a very sad moment for us all. She was an incredible professional, and a great woman as well. I wish I had known what was happening in her mind. I guess I was too busy managing everything. What have you heard about her?
I saw something on the news about her. Awful business. I imagine it must have been a terrible blow to everyone here.
Indeed it was. I think she may have been contacted by the TSB, and who knows if they manipulated her. These people will do anything to fulfill their political agenda. Perhaps you can help us investigate things in the future. Find out how she really died.
I'm sorry. Do you know anyone in this building named Richard?
Richard? There must be hundreds. Why?
Just an old friend. I thought he worked here.
Sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, thank you. So, you're worried about the future, but have no faith in politics, am I right?
You could say that, Mr. Russell. It's a complex situation. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I think the world as we know it is about to change. And just like it has happened to every powerful civilization, once weakened, a new ideology takes over. If this ideology is a response to decadence and despair, then we risk a return to the Dark Ages. But if we find a new way through enlightenment, there is hope. We have to get ahead of them, bring the good news, so resentment doesn't take over. We have to use science and technology in humanity's favor, govern through intelligence, not fear. A new ideology will happen, and we have to make sure it's a good one. You know, I sometimes think you're the missing link in all this. The link between science and the human soul, between numbers and poetry. I think your research can change the world. Help me create a better future, Mr. Russell. Oh, and Mr. Russell, just in case, out of courtesy, we haven't signed NDAs or anything, but given the current situation, I would appreciate it that this offer remain between us, at least for now.
Of course. No worries.
Good. Let's keep it secret. As if it was a password.
Why did she ask for all these files?
I have no idea. She did have access to everything, but it's very technical stuff, completely out of her area. It's like super complex, hard to read even for me, and I'm an engineer.
And the notes on these paragraphs. Singularity? Unethical?
Yeah, I think...
Shh.
Russell, you're a fucking genius, man. We got in.
That's great. Did you find anything important?
Yes, I can't speak right now, but stay tuned. Wanted to warn you, though. The attempts probably didn't go unnoticed. You know how it is. We can't compete with their infrastructure. You have to be very careful, Russell. There's a lot at stake here. Where are you right now? I have another task for you.
I'm at GoAT's headquarters.
GoAT? What the fuck are you doing there?
I got invited to meet Marie Chu, and met her at GoAT.
Oh. Wow. I wish you could have told me that sooner, but that's great. Did she offer you anything? Asked you anything about the investigation?
Not about the investigation, but she did offer me a job.
Oh. Did you take it?
I told her I'd think about it.
Well, if you get a second chance, take it. We can use this. She obviously knows you have sensitive information. It might mean that I can start another investigation against her.
Another?
Let's just say that Munch, the previous CEO at GoAT, didn't go quietly into the night. Still, thanks for telling me all this, Russell. It's good that we're talking. As I was saying, there's another task for you. I need you to help me find something on the husband, Alex. He was with us at first, but now he's gone dark. Maybe he's afraid of something. Or maybe he's just angry. In any case, if you give us some leverage on him, we might get him speaking. I have a feeling he knows more than he told us.
I see.
I'm sending you his address. Don't push him too much, though. And of course, keep us out of it.
I understand.
You're doing good. Keep at it. And call me if you need anything.
Thanks. Bye.